Hello everyone, good morning. Today I want to talk opinion about smoking in campus area. Smoking on campus has become a big issue among students and teachers. Some say it's a personal cost, while others think it causes more harm than good. I believe smoking should be banned in all parts of the campus, even open areas, because it harms health, makes the place dirty, and ruins the study atmosphere. Smoking is dangerous not only for smokers but also for non-smokers who breathe in secondhand smoke. It's unfair that others have to suffer just because someone chose to smoke nearby. Besides, cigarette butts often litter the campus, making it look messy and unpleasant. A smoke-free campus also promotes a healthier and more positive environment. Schools should set an example by encouraging good habits, not allowing unhealthy ones. Still, providing smoking area far from classroom is fair for the world smoke. In conclusion, banning smoking on campus helps protect everyone, helps keep the environment clean, and builds a better learning space. Everyone deserves fresh and a comfortable place to study, and going smoke-free is great make that happen.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about smoking in campus areas. As students, we come to campus to study, to grow, and to prepare for a better future. But smoking can ruin that goal. Smoking is not only dangerous for the smoker, but also for people around them. The smoke pollutes the air and makes others uncomfortable. It can also cause serious health problems for non-smokers through secondhand smoke. Our campus should be a clean and healthy place. That's why we must support the rule of no smoking in campus areas. By doing this, we show respect to others and care for our environment. Let's make our campus a smoke-free zone for a healthier and brighter future. Thank you for your attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Rafiq Al-Muzaki and it is an honor to speak before you today on a topic that is vital for our campus community. Creating a smoke-free environment. Smoking is a dangerous habit. It contains poisonous substances like nicotine that harm not only the smoke but also those around them through second-hand smoke. We cannot ignore the healthy issues it causes, such as cancer and other diseases that impact our lungs, hearts, and overall well-being. Furthermore, as students, we need to consider the financial burden of smoking. The money spent on cigarettes could be used for our education, books, or other essential needs. Can you imagine how much could be saved and used productively instead of being spent on a single pack of cigarettes every day? This campus is a place for learning and growth. It is a place where we should focus on building a healthy future for ourselves and for our country. Therefore, let us work together to make our campus a no-smoking zone. Let's create a healthier atmosphere for everyone. Let's choose to be the best student we can be. Let's focus on studying and positive activities. Let us say no to smoking and yes to a smoke-free campus. Thank you for your attention.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Smoke-free campus or shared right. Campus a place where we pursue knowledge, engage in discussion, and breathe in cigarette smoke. Good morning to all respected academy community members. Today, allow me to share an opinion that might be unpopular with some, but is crucial for our collective future. It is time we seriously commit to creating a campus free from cigarette smoke. I understand smoking is an individual right. Everyone has the freedom to choose, but does that freedom give one the right to infringe often the rights of others, the rights to breathe clean air, the right to study in a healthy environment. Consider our first who have asthma or pregnant women who have too fast stroke, smoke traps in front of the library just to return a book. Imagine the cigarette smoke that clings to our clothes and hair after sitting near a smoker. This is no longer just about personal choice. It has become a public health issue on a microscale. Future more. Let's talk about image and values. A campus is a center of civilization, of hope, of uh, enlightenment. Is it a profile for its corner to be littered with cigarette but and shrouded in pollution? A clean and healthy environment is not a luxury, but a basic necessity for creating a conducive academic atmosphere. So, what is the solution? A total ban, perhaps that is too extreme. I propose wiser and more human measure. One, the first, stringent and enforce designated smoking zones, not just synced but enclosed space with proper ventilation, located away from crowded areas and trances and classroom windows. Second, focus on education, not just sanction. Socialization about the dangers of smoking and its impact on second-hand smokers must be intensified. Perhaps through creative campaigns led, led by students themselves. Third, provide for support. The campus can collaborate with local health. I believe that great things always start with small steps. Let's start with ourselves. To our friend who smoke, let's be more considerate. Please use the provided zones. For all of us, let's have the courage to voluntarily voice our right to breathe clean air. In the end, this is not a war against smoker. It is a war against a habit that harms many. It is about building a culture of mutual respect and shared health responsibility. Let us make our campus not only a place to earn a degree, but also a second home that is healthy on and comfortable for every single one of its inhabitants. Because clean air is a fundamental right, and a healthy campus is a reflection of our civilization. Let's a clean campus free from smoke. Our shared right.
Good morning, everyone. Present simple Aldi Fadila presentation. Present simple. Let's look at when we use the present simple verb to be in the present simple. Verbs in the 3D person singular and their pronunciation. How we make sentences in the present simple. Function. When do we use the present simple? He plays the cello. He is a musician. You can use the present simple to say that something is true in general. Function. When do we use the present simple? They usually go to concert at weekends. Present. You can use the present simple to say that something happened all the time or repeatedly. Function. When do we use the present simple? How often do you listen to music? Present. We use the present simple to say how often things happen. Form. Verb to be in the present simple. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we, you, they are. I'm not, you aren't, he, she, it is, we, you, they aren't. I am a student. And you? Are you a teacher? C. Interested in music. We aren't the musician. From. How do we make positive sentences in the present simple? I, you, he, we, they. Like subject and verb. He, she, it. Likes. 3D person singular and verb and she. I like music. She likes playing the guitar. From. Verbs in 3D person singular. She. S is. Visit and visit. Watch and watch. Study and studies. Most verbs. Verbs they end in C, S, T, X, O. Is. Study, students. Verb they end consonant plus y. From. Regular verb in the present simple pronunciation. When a verb ends in an unvoiced sound, then it's pronounced as N, C, and no extra syllable. Likes, likes. When a verb ends in a voice sound, then C is pronounced as NZ and no extra syllable. Set, swim, swims. When a verb ends in sound the add an extra syllable with e, z, was, wishes. From how do make negative sentences in the present simple. I, you, we, they. Don't like. Subject and don't. And verb. He, she, it. Does like. TD person singular and does T and verb. We don't T like singing. She don't T like dancing. Form. How do we make questions in the present simple? Do, does, when do. How often does. I, you, we, they. He, she, it. I, you, we, they. He, she, it. Like, go, go. Do you like listening to music? How often does he go to concert? Teacher, C. Resources. For quit, for drum, for blur, for conversity, for bubbles, for close.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today. My name is Rifa. Today, I will explain the material entitled Question Word. Learn how to ask question in English easily. What are question word? In definition, question word are words we use to ask questions. They help us find information about something or someone. Example, what is your name? Where do you live? Why are you happy? Most English question word begin with W and H, except how. The purpose of question word is to get a lot in information, like what is your favorite subject? Who is your teacher? Where are you going? When is your birthday? Why are you late? How do you go to school? For the first question word, there is what? Example, what is that noise? What do you want to eat? What are you doing right now? Use what when you want to know about something, not someone. And then, other question word exists who, where, when. Who for asks about people. An example, who is your best friend? Who help you at home? Where for asks about place. Example, where is do you live? Where are my shoes? When for us about time. Example, when is your birthday? When do you go to school? Next, there is uh there is why and how. Why for us about reason. Example, why are you sad? Why do you like it? How for us about the way or manner. Example, how are you today? How do you go to school? Why us for what reason? How us in that way. And then there are used to ask for amount, distance, age, or duration. For example, how many apples do you have? How much money do you have? How old are you? How far is your school? How long will you stay here? This slide explains the basic structure for making question in English. The basic structure is question word, auxiliary verb, subject, main verb, and object. For example, what are you doing? Where does she live? Why did he cry? How do they go to work? Let's practice speaking. Example, what is your favorite food? B. My favorite food is fried rice. Number 2. Where do you live? B. I live in Garut. Example 3. How old are you? B. I'm 16 years old. Question word help us ask for information. Must start with W and H except how. Use them correctly to sound natural in English. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Me introduce myself. My name is Rafiq Al-Muzaki, class 25 1A 106. English course. Here I will present the simple present. The slide focuses on one of the main use of the present simple tense. Talking about regular action. We ask the present simple tense to talk about things we do regularly. This refers to activities or events that happen habitually or on a fixed schedule. Examples of regular action. Number 1. I play soccer every Saturday. Number 2. They go to school babies every morning. Number 3. I eat breakfast at 700 a.m. Number 4. Reads a book before bedtime. Number 5. She walk her dog in the park every evening. These are habits, routine, and repetition. Next, describing habits. The slide explain another case of the present simple tense. To describe habits, this refers to things that people always do or do repeatedly. The examples often adverse of frequency, like always, usually, often, rarely, never, to show how often the habit occurs. Examples of habits. Number 1. She always brushes her teeth before bed. Number 2. They usually watch a movie on Friday nights. Number 3. She often visits her grandparents on Sundays. Number 4. Her rarely eats fast food. Number 5. We never skip our morning exercise. Next, testing facts and general truths. This slide. Next, testing facts and general truths. This slide describes the main use of the present simple tense to state facts that are always true. This includes scientific facts, geographical facts, and general knowledge. Example of facts and general truths. Number 1. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. A scientific fact. Number 2. The earth revolves around the sun. Geographical, astronomical fact. Number 3. English is widely spoken around the world. A general truth. Number 4, the sun rises in the east, a geographical fact. Number 5, cats are mammals, a biological fact. In these sentences, the action boiling, revolving, rising, or state being spoken, being mammals is permanent and does not change. Next, positive form. Positive form of the present simple. This slide explains how to construct a positive, affirmative sentence in the present simple tense. The structure of the positive form depends on the subject. For the subject, I, you, we, and they. Number 1, start with the subject. Number 2, then edit the base form of the verb. Number 3, example, I play the guitar. For the subject, he, she, and it, third person singular. Start with the subject, then add the base form of the verb, but you must add is or s to the verb. Example, he plays the guitar. Negative form. Negative form of the present simple. This slide explains how to construct a negative sentence in the present simple tense. To make a negative sentence, follow the structure. Start with the subject, add the auxiliary verb do not, often contracted to don't, or does not, often contracted to doesn't. Use do not or don't for subject I, you, we, and they. Use does not or doesn't for subject the, she, and it, this person is singular. Finally, add the base form of the verb without the s or s ending. Examples. Number 1, I don't like eating broccoli. Number 2, she doesn't like sailing. The last one is question from. Question from of the present simple. This slide explains how to construct a question in the present simple tense. To ask a question, follow this structure. Number 1, start with the auxiliary verb do or does. Number 1, who's do for subject I, you, we, and they. Number 2, who's does for subject he, she, and it. So, the last one is question from. Question form of the present simple. This slide explains how to construct a question in the present simple tense. To ask a question, follow the structure. Number 1, start with the auxiliary verb do or does. Who's do for subject I, you, we, and they. And who's does for subject he, she, and it. Number 2, then add the subject. Number 3, finally add the base form of the verb. Example, do you read a book every day? And does she like eating sushi?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss one of the most fundamental tenses in English, the simple present tense. This tense is the foundation for everyday conversation, so pay close attention. What is simple present tense? First of all, what exactly is the simple present tense? Simply put, we use this tense to express 4 main things. 1. Habit or routines. So whenever we talk about things we usually do or fact that are always true, this is the tense we use. Now let's look at the structure for positive sentence. The formula is simple: subject plus verb 1 plus object. Look at the example. I play football, or she plays piano. Now here's an important rule. If the subject he, she, or it, we must add s or s to the verb, so it's not she play, but she plays. This is often forgotten to take note. Negative sentence. What if we want to make a negative sentence? It's easy. The formula is subject plus do or does not plus verb 1 plus object. We use do not or don't for subject I, you, we, they. Example, I do not like coffee. For he, she, it, we, use does not, or doesn't. Example, he does not eat rice. The most important thing is that the verb referred to its best form because does already represent it. So it's he doesn't eat, not he doesn't eat. Interrogative sentence. Now, to make a question, we invert the order. The formula is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Example, do you play football and does she study English? To answer, we don't need to use the verb again. Just say, yes, I do. No, she doesn't. It's very practical. Usage of simple present. Let's look at the usage in more depth. We use the simple present for routineness. I brush my teeth every morning. Fact, water boils at 100 derajat Celsius. Time expression. When do we typically use this tense? We often find it with time marker word like every day, always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. These words are the best friend of the simple present tense. Example, she always wakes up early. Example in context. Now imagine we are reading a diary entry or a story about a daily routine. Like the example on this slide, every sentence from I wake up to I do my homework use the simple present tense because they all describe habit done every day. Common mistake. Let's discuss mistake. This is very important. Wrong. She go to school. Correct. She goes to school. Don't forget the S for C. Wrong. He don't like tea. Correct. He doesn't like tea. He or she or it use does not do. The tip is just remember for he or she or it, the verb takes S or S. Use does for negative and question form. Conclusion. In summary, the simple present tense is all about habit, fact, and routineness. Remember the 3 key points. 1. Use verb 1 and add S or S for he, she, it. 2. Use do or does for negative sentence and question. 3. We've seen the example. I study English. Does she play guitar? They don't watch TV. By mastering this tense, your everyday English conversation will become much smoother. Thank you for your attention and happy learning.